What's up guys, Ronaldo here, and I thought to myself, what better time to make a Demi showcase than during her 10x banner, right? So we are here on the test server and we're going to show you, or I'm going to show you, Demi. She has been on top of the S tier on my Lord's tier list, and she is quite an underrated unit overall. Her ultimate can be called similar to Hatssut's in a way, but in the end it's still quite different. You will see what I mean by that by the end of the video. But her ultimate hits like a truck, and we're going to go over her gearing, her burst, compare her burst with her ultimate to someone like a Khamet and someone like a Boreas, how much they do in GR1 and how much she does with her ultimate. And then also showcase her in GR2, and even you could use her in stuff like the Void Rift or even GR3 to slow down the beholders on the right side for Idril to take care of them more easily. And then also I want to go over the invisibility, because there's a few niche interesting things you can do with her invisibility. But the main part about her invisibility is that the invisibility gets removed when she starts dealing damage. So she basically only slows down enemies, right, when she's auto hitting and doesn't deal any damage. And her ultimate is a big nuke, a big burst, but she removes the invisibility, which makes her not able to take care of the right hand side quite on her own without dying, which is why she's still useful on the right hand side just to slow down. But it's a bit of a iffy, right? But that invisibility has other use cases just to slow down, not just for someone of the likes of Idril, but also you can combine her with Alaura for the ultimate Invis comp, and you can just slow the enemies down when they come in, and Alaura hits them because they're slowed. Alaura has way more time to just take them down, and this way you will be able to cheese some stuff as well, which is something I'm going to show you guys as well. And of course she has that specialized attack speed. She gets more attack speed when she kills enemies as well. And overall her Lord skill is nice. The thing is though, her Lord skill isn't that crazy, and on top of that, at the moment she just suffers from the existence of the likes of a Khamet and a Boreas, because these guys are just so strong and they're not the same faction, right? They're not cursed, they are esotericist faction, and they hit like a truck, which is why most of the mages other than these two are just immediately not as good. In terms of the gear, the Soulbound Arcana works really well with her. She deals a lot of damage with it. This is the gear that I'm gonna run on her and also on Khamet and Boreas for the test comparison for Gear 1. And also the tier of Twilight, of course. So first up, let's take a look here at how much damage a Khamet and how much damage a Boreas will be able to do on their own with their ult with the same gear. Alright, Khamet's ultimate is over. Let's take a look here. Alright, so Khamet during his burst window of his ultimate is able to get 19 million damage out with just an Epic Lord. With just an Epic Lord, we're gonna test Khamet and Boreas both with just Epic Lord instead of a Legendary Lord. And then Demi will have the Legendary Lord buff because she is one herself, so you will automatically have a Legendary Lord for her when using her, right? And there we have Boreas with 21 million damage. The thing about Boreas is though he would have been able to deal even more damage than that, but he just cleared the entire first wave of the enemies with his ultimate, pretty much, other than one enemy was left. So this is why he's really close to Khamet, but he's actually a bit better in Khamet with his ult, because his ult lasts longer and therefore he deals more damage with his ultimate. But yeah, both around 20 million, both of these top tier units and the first wave. And now let's go and take a look at Demi's burst. Alright, let's just place down our Demi here and our Dolores. And see how well she is going to perform with her own ultimate. So we wait until everyone is in. We're not going to pop her ultimate yet because she can target quite a lot of enemies, so we really want them to be in range. Alright, until we pop her ult. So now we can pop it, so you can target all of these enemies here. that are in here. 180k with these crits, going crazy with it. And now her burst is already over. It's a bit of a shorter burst than Khamet and then Boreas. And of course it's only 15 seconds, therefore it's quite a high burst though. And let's take a look here, 13 million damage. So you can clearly see she is getting a lot done here. 13 million damage with one ultimate is quite strong. And I think it is, from the units that I've tested so far, probably the third best burst window. The burst is higher than a Vierna, of course, with her ultimate. The burst is higher than a Uradin, fully buffed up, and Cerberus and also the other mages can't keep up. So it is strong, but it's still a big step to Khamet and Boreas with their ultimates. And that's what I meant about suffering from the existence of Khamet and Boreas, because they are just up here, right? But 30 million damage is really strong, and it is really viable for some other content such as GR2. Let's take a look at GR2 and showcase her there as well. Now this is going to be stage 21, and we are going to try and see how well our Demi performs as our only DPS unit in the entire run here. And let's just take a look here how she is going to perform. Alright, so first we want to place down our Demi here, of course, followed by Dolores, and then followed by our Laurel. You will see why, because Demi slows these guys down anyways, right? So they're not that fast. Now we want to wait here for this guy to almost pause, because this way our Demi ult will last long enough for the second guy to come in as well, because her ultimate doesn't last that long, right? So you really want to pop her ult late. Now the next up, he's gonna roar real quick. Gonna place our Decimus down. Okay, Airshake is coming, we gotta time it properly. When he hits with double fists on the ground, boom, get in there, perfect. Just place our healer down already. Get rid of him. Place him down. Place Demi down. Place her down. There we go. And as you guys will be able to see, you don't need a tank here, which is nice. So you can just wait for all these guys coming. Now she's gonna group them a bit, because like we said before, her ult doesn't last that long, but she slows them down before that. And now we can already take out our healer and our DPS. There we go, perfect timings here. Now as you can see, I'm using a similar strategy I used with my Khamet back in my guide showcase, because I feel like it's the best way, just to take the defenders out preemptively. Gonna again use our unkillable guys, doing the Earthshake, of course. There we go. These guys come in, no worries here. And place down our healer. No. And we really want to get our Demi out here. There we go. Demi is in here as well. Now, in terms of the timing for Demi, I'm not entirely sure, but I think now should be a good time to pop her ult and to get rid of our defenders here. Cause yes, perfect. We can take him out as well, and she will one tap these guys with 2 auto hits. As you can see, her ult hits hard. When she hits, she's gonna hit hard. Alright. Now I think we have more cost than last time, because last time I failed at the boss. But with the no defender strategy at wave 2, I think we're good to go. We want to wait here. We want to place Decimus later, because Decimus has a bit of a problem otherwise, that he dies too early. Whereas Baron survives longer than Decimus, right? So Decimus dies now. Baron is also about to die. There we go. Gonna put in our broke here in here. Then we could run with the broke here, I think. No, we're gonna take him out. We're gonna wait for Decimus respawn to enrage him, because he will rage when the enemy doesn't die, right? So he's just gonna wait. Oh, he's angry. Now he's gonna rage slam and stop after the enemy died, which is perfect. Now we can place down our tank with healer ASAP and just hope he survives. Looks kinda tight. Now he got the shield up. Alright. And the job's finished pretty much. 99.9% HP. It's of course not gonna be this fastest run. That's what I can tell you guys. But she gets the job done quite well. Let's see her ultimate here. Let's see her ultimate here. Does she get him down in one rotation? No. No, she does not, unfortunately. But it's fine. It is fine. You could also, I think, replace one of these tanks with the Silas just for the boss in the end, or someone else. And it's just to showcase you guys what Demi is capable of. And as you can see, she is more than capable to deal massive amounts of damage, 440 in a quite fast attack interval, as you saw there during her ultimate. With her specialized attack speed there. There we go. Stage 21 is cleared. Stage 21 is cleared. There we have Demi as our single DPS. And now the last thing I want to do is to showcase you guys some cheese strategies I have seen thanks to my Discord. Also, the Discord is in the link down in the description, where people post interesting strategies, or if you need any help or anything, just join, come have a vibe. Some of these strategies are gonna get shown right now with Demi, which are really interesting, where she's used with Alaura in conjunction or in the Void Rift overall. Just take a look. Now, as for the comparison between Demi and Hatssut, as you now have seen, Demi's ultimate is basically similar to Hatssut's, just as an AP ultimate, but at the same time it's really different as well. Now you could think, okay, she has pretty much the same ultimate as Hatssut, and Hatssut is one of the best heroes in the game. Is Demi gonna be automatically the same as well? Not really. Demi is really good at niche scenarios, but a lot of stuff that makes Hatssut so good, Demi doesn't have. For example, the initial rage, starting rage of Demi is way lower than Hatssut. If you take a look here, you need still 400 extra rage, whereas a Hatssut only needs 100 rage after deployment. So she pretty much immediately has her ult up. And this is also a big part about her cost. Hatssut is a really low cost unit with 12 cost, whereas Demi has 21. And on top of that, Hatssut's ultimate is 4-second duration. It has a 4-second duration. And the reason why this 4-second duration is so good for Hatssut, because it's a quick burst interval, whereas Demi's is for a longer time, and therefore is more of a for different content than for Hatssut, where Hatssut gets rid of waves quickly. Demi can get rid of bigger waves, but within a longer time period. On top of that, of course, Hatssut has that defense reduction, and the big thing is that she does not lose her invisibility during the ultimate. I think if Demi wouldn't lose her invisibility during ultimate, she would also be getting a big boost on top of that. But yeah, that's basically the main comparison I have, is that the cost, the rage, and also the ult cost after that, right, to have multiple ults out in a fight, and also the A1, it's a slow is nice in some niche scenarios, really nice, but most of the time you want damage. So she's niche, but even though she has a pretty similar ultimate than Hatssut, she is completely different, a completely unique unit, completely different unit in that aspect. Alright guys, this was my Demi showcase. I hope you all enjoyed it, and other than that, I wish you all a blessed day. I'm Ronaldo, and I'm out. Peace.